In this video, we will discuss the pathway of urine. We will answer several questions. How does urine flow through the body from formation to excretion? What is a nephron? At what point can tubular fluid be considered urine? And at what point is urine ready to be excreted from the kidneys? Starting out in the glomerular capsule, this is where the majority of filtration happens. Using purple, the tubular fluid is then going to move down into the proximal convoluted tubule. It's then going to follow along all the way to the descending loop of Henle. Continues around into the ascending loop of Henle, and then it continues to follow the tube all the way up to the distal convoluted tubule. In this step, remember we just left the distal convoluting tubule. We're moving down into the collecting ducts. At this point is where we're going to see tubular fluid termed as urine. This is also the point in which urine is moving on to be excreted from the kidneys. Starting out in the renal papilla, just this little area right here. It's going to then move into the renal pyramids, which are all of these triangular shaped structures that you see in the kidney. It's then going to move into the minor calyx, these areas, into the major calyx, these areas, and then into the renal pelvis here. And from the renal pelvis, it's going to travel down into the ureter, and not pictured in this is the ureter opening and the internal urethral sphincter. At this point, you're looking more into the bladder, and past the internal urethral sphincter is the external urethral sphincter. And I like this image just to remind you that a nephron is a functional unit of the kidney. And I like this picture because it just shows you how small this nephron is and how many nephrons are going to be throughout this kidney.